Well, the ABC 15 investigators following more testimony in the Fast and Furious gunwalking case.
The Inspector General for the Department of Justice testifying this morning about his findings in that huge report we told you about released yesterday.
And Lori Jane Gliha has been monitoring this hearing. Lori Jane, Republicans and Democrats both pleased with the report.
Oh yeah, Steve, lots of praise going around this morning as people on both sides of the aisle talked about how fair this investigation seemed to be. But that didn't stop the Republicans and the Democrats from pointing out the sections of this report that backed what each of them have been saying all along.
Did you find any evidence that Attorney General Holder approved of the gun-walking tactics?
Democrats questioning Inspector General Michael Horowitz emphasized a finding in his report that shows Attorney General Eric Holder never authorized dangerous gun-walking tactics in the Fast and Furious case.
We found no evidence that the Attorney General was aware.
Republicans, meanwhile,
I think he'd like to have an answer.
Focused on the section that faulted some of Holder's staff for failing to inform him sooner.
We struggled to understand how an operation of this size, of this importance, that impacted another country like it did, could not have been briefed up to the Attorney General of the United States.
The Inspector General says more oversight is necessary. His report shows evidence that officials in the Justice Department and the ATF headquarters could have done something to stop the dangerous tactics as early as 2010.
There has to be an internal change in how cases are managed there.
Both parties agree reform needs to happen within the ATF and the Department of Justice to prevent future flawed operations like Fast and Furious and a Bush-era operation that used similar tactics called wide receiver.
We put out reports not just to put out reports, but to see change happen when it needs to happen.
The Inspector General also talked about the ATF whistleblowers in all of this. When they spoke out, many of them felt retaliation. So at 6 o'clock, I'll tell you why the Inspector General is not quite done with all of this investigating.
Yeah, this is a case continuing to play out there. Thanks, Lori Jane.
Quite a sight.